Well, Ubisoft is the gift that keeps on giving today. They put out another statement. This time, they admitted that Star Wars sales are softer than expected as it slashes net expected bookings by 30%. It's worse than they're saying it is. I promise you it's worse than they're saying it is. This thing has fallen off of the charts after 1 month. I did a video on that yesterday. Check it out. It's almost completely off the top 40 for PlayStation games, and it's only been out a month. Hogwarts Legacy is selling better. This game is pretty much defeated. Now, it might pick back up. Like I said, Black Friday, I expect this game to almost be half off. I was saying $40. You might see it get knocked down to $30. And I think $30 is a fair price point for this game. Ubisoft doesn't agree, but $30, if you want to check it out, I don't think $30 is a bad price to pay. But that is not going to help anything. This game, I would love to know how much they actually lost on this, and it's only going to continue to get worse. They put out a statement saying we're committed to fixing the game. We're going to put out tons of patches, make sure that this game is ready to go while you've already finished it in most cases. So they're still working on it, putting it out there. I've said it a couple of times. A lot of these games exist to be beta tests for the consumer. Like, you now pay to be a game tester in a lot of ways. It was a broken piece of shit. At least they admit it. But the other statement that they put out was even more telling, and that's that they seem to recognize that they've got a problem, a big problem. A lot of people have been taking aim at Ubisoft over the past couple of months because it's pretty obvious that they've been pushing a specific agenda. A lot of people have noticed it. And now they put out a statement saying, that's not true. We don't push any specific agenda. We don't do that. And it's like, are you sure about that, Ubisoft? I mean, I can just scratch the surface of the shit that they've been doing. With just a couple of posts, we can just take a quick look at what everybody's talking about. Just in time with the Assassin's Creed Shadows delay, our goal is to not push any agenda, makes AC Valhalla gay, censor the possibility of having a child in Assassin's Creed Odyssey to not offend the minority, and add non-binary characters to Rainbow Six. They have a character in a wheelchair coming to Rainbow Six. I'm going to go over this in a second, but there's a couple of things here that I thought were worth highlighting. Here's old John F. Trent article, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft hires LGBTQ plus activist as consultant who wants to challenge moral standards around transgenerational sex. I was talking about this person. That's the Japanese literature and culture professor that Ubisoft hired as one of their consultants. They got a couple, and they're all activists. All of them are activists. Yeah, this is the woman that's into, like, weird sex studies. This isn't even all of them. She does a lot of research, and it's around, like, sex stuff. Kind of an odd person to get as a historical advisor for a video game. I'm pretty sure there's other people that are more qualified, but you picked this person, probably specifically this person, for what they actually research. It kind of shows you what they really care about. Here's another one. This is from Ubisoft Montreal, talking about getting specific writers for their characters. This one. This is the other Japanese consultant that's not even from Japan, that worked for Sweet Baby, that went to the New York Times, and then don't even forget about John Lockley, that weirdo communist who they got. It's kind of funny how all the consultants that they got for Assassin's Creed Shadows have specific things that they're big advocates and activists for. They didn't just go get some amazing researcher in history old dude or whatever that focuses completely on that area of history that they were trying to do. No, they had to get all kinds of advocates and stuff like that. Those were the consultants that they picked. And there's a reason they did that. Then you had the most recent thing when they announced their mentorship program and specifically exclude men. Like, if you're a cis het man, don't apply. But yeah, sure, Ubisoft, there's no agenda that you're pushing. I don't see it anywhere. And they know that they're getting a bad rep, and it's hurting their bottom line. They've probably had the worst year, I think, out of any company, maybe even Sony. And I understand Sony lost a lot of money, but Sony only has really taken one L this year, and that was Concord. They've had a lot of wins. Ubisoft has had nothing but L's all year. All year. And they add that they're going to review the company to improve their execution. What's that, Ubisoft? You're going to just hide it better? Is that the plan? Just hide it a little bit better? Here's the actual statement that they put out. This was a note to investors from their CEO. Our second quarter performance fell short of our expectations, prompting us to address this swiftly and firmly, with an even greater focus on a player-centric, gameplay-first approach and an unwavering commitment to the long-term value of our brands. Although the tangible benefits of the company's transformation are taking longer than anticipated to materialize, we keep on our strategy, focusing on two key verticals: open adventure worlds and gas-native experiences. GAAS. I don't know what that stands for. It's probably a internal company motto, maybe, or something. With the objective to drive growth, reoccurrence, and robust free cash flow generation in our business. In the light of recent challenges, we acknowledge the need for greater efficiency while delighting players. As a result, beyond the first important short-term actions undertaken, the executive committee, under the supervision of the board of directors, is launching a review aimed at further improving our execution, notably in this player-centric approach, and accelerating our strategic path towards a higher performing model to the benefit of our stakeholders and shareholders. Finally, let me address some of the polarized comments around Ubisoft lately. I want to reaffirm that we are an entertainment-first company, creating games for the broadest possible audience, and our goal is not to push any specific agenda. We remain committed to creating games for fans and players that everyone can enjoy. A nice little legalese statement here, not really denouncing or saying that they're going to keep going forward with anything, but they're trying to stop people from panicking. Keep in mind that their stock has been tanking. Like, their stock is in bad shape. They got people urging them to go private, all kinds of shit. This company, I think, is in deep shit. There's some really bad shit going on with Ubisoft, and they're trying to put out the fire now. And it's like, I don't believe you. All the steps you've taken over the past year or two have been full of agenda. Full of agenda. You live to push agenda. And I think the cash is running out. You've had a huge year of L's. And there's something in here that I thought was pretty interesting. The tangible benefits of the company's transformation are taking longer than anticipated to materialize. Oh, what's that mean? Oh, you thought that modern audience was going to show up and really boost you guys into profitability, and they're not? So now you're stuck with your hand out, wondering what the hell happened. Oh, too bad, huh? But they're going to they still think it's coming. Oh, well, the transformation is still coming. We're still going to make money. It's just taking longer than anticipated to materialize. This tells me that they know that they've got a bad image now. Like, their name has kind of been muddied big time. I think they know it, and they've got to try to put out this fire. That's one of the big reasons why they delayed Assassin's Creed. But it's interesting to see. This is the first time we've seen a CEO come out and say some shit like this in the video game world. Like, he's literally saying, "Yeah, we hear you. We're screwing up. Don't worry, though. We're not going to actually fix anything. Because they're not. You know they're not. They're screwed, man. What a year for them. Sony took a big hit, but Ubisoft has taken a worse one as far as like having multiple failures. And their name is so muddied now. I don't know how they fix it. They're going to have to really change, and they're not going to do that. A good point in the comments for my previous video, the February 2025 date that they're putting out Assassin's Creed, guess what? Monster Hunter comes out that month. You think this game is going to be able to compete with Monster Hunter? Good luck. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.